Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining the virtual construction community meeting for the project West 7th Street Cast Iron Water Main Replacement Project. So, this is a re recording of the meeting held at September 22nd, Monday at 6 p.m. So, the original questions asked as part of this meeting would not be part of the presentation here. The city project number is 105062-5, and the project would be in Council District 9. We appreciate your time and interest in learning more about this project. So here's what we will be covering tonight. So we'll go over the introduction, the project overview, the project area, some of the frequently asked questions, and the timeline of the project. So your project team includes myself, Parvati. I am the project manager for this project, and you could contact me at 817-392-7803. The city inspector is going to be Pedro Hernandez, and you can reach Pedro at 682-269-5735. You could also contact us on the emails displayed in the screen. The contractor for this project is Cratex, and the engineering design consultant is Kemley Horn. So why are we doing this improvement project? So this project is part of City of Fort Worth's initiative to replace the aging cast iron water mains. We prioritize our projects based on various factors such as the water main break history, the leak history, CCTV inspection, age of the line, and the material. In this project, we're also upsizing the existing 8-inch water to a 12-inch to support the future developments along the corridor. So, project overview. So, as part of the project, we would be replacing cast iron water mains along 7th Street, dated back to 1950s. The project area runs along 7th Street from Carroll to University Drive, and the proposed water is along the westbound lane in 7th Street. So the construction will primarily impact businesses along the westbound lane along 7th Street. And as part of this project, we would be replacing around 1,850 linear feet of cast iron lines. So now we will go over some of the frequently asked questions. So when will construction start? So the contractor is anticipated to mobilize in the project area by October 6th. The construction period is 120 calendar days, that's roughly 4 months. And the contractor will start at the intersection of Carroll Street and West 7th Street. How do we know construction is starting? So as part of the notification, you'll receive 2 door hangers. One 7 day before and another one day before the construction begins. So this is how a 7 day door hanger would look like, and this is how like a 1 day door hanger would look like. And the door hangers would also include the contact information for the inspector. We would also be keeping this information on the project webpage, so that is another reference point. Also, we'll be reaching out in advance to some of the businesses before our 7 day point to let you know that things are coming. So, will our water be turned off during construction? Yes, briefly, 15 to 30 minutes during service transfer. So, once the new line is being constructed, we will transfer your service from the existing to the temporary line. And once the new line is constructed, we will again switch back your connection from the temporary to the new water service line. And businesses will typically receive a 48-hour advance notice using flyers before the water is turned off. And the contractor will also knock on the door and let the customers know that water will be turned off. Do you replace the water service line up to my business? So we replace the city-owned service up to the meter, which includes the meter and the meter box. Anything beyond that is private and the owner's responsibility. So why is water running down the street? So before the new line goes into service, we will have to flush the new lines, and the lines has to pass two bacteriological tests before we can put them back into service. So as part of the process, you may see water running down the street. So when it is time to sample the water flowing through the water main, the contractor will place traffic cones around the valves to prevent anyone from parking over the valve. So do not move the cones, do not park over the cones, and do not turn off the water valve. Will construction affect my irrigation system? So the contractor has to cap the irrigation line before the construction starts. The contractor may ask the property owners to turn on their irrigation system so that the sprinkler heads can be located and flagged. And the contractor will be replacing any damaged irrigation system if it happens as part of their project. Will customers be able to access my business area? So there will be temporary restriction during pavement work or driveway work right in front of your business. So we will notify you 48 hours in advance so that you can plan accordingly. We would also say we would work with you ahead of time to minimize any impact to your business due to a water or driveway shutdown, especially during your peak business hours. And the contractor is responsible for making sure that all the businesses have an in and out service at all times to minimize any impact to those businesses. And all driveways shall have at least a temporary riding surface at the end of each day. What happens if my property is damaged during construction? So the contractor and our inspector will document conditions before work begins. They would be taking timestamp pictures and videos of existing pavements, water valve covers, sprinkler systems in the parkway, the condition of the trees, grass, etc. We also highly encourage that you take timestamp pictures, videos of the property before any construction. Any damage caused by the construction will be repaired. Will there be lane closures during construction? So traffic lanes would be closed and detours will be in place when the water main is being removed, replaced, or when the trench is being repaired. So for notifications or information regarding this, please check the city's website. So if you click on this, you can click on the council district and it will show you like the street name, to and from limits, and also like a tentative start date and projected date for each closure. And the contractor will have a traffic control plan before he starts his work. What are the construction hours for the project? So the construction hours are typically Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., and a possibility of Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. How do I report an emergency or non-emergency? For emergencies, you could contact 817-392-4477. And for non-emergencies, you could use the My Fort Worth app, which you can download from the Apple Store or the Google Play. In addition, you can report sewer overflows, leaks, water main, and other issues through the My Fort Worth app. So where can I get more information about the project? So if you go to the www.fortworthtexas.gov and type in the project number 105062, this is a project page for the project, and you will know about the status and more information about this project in the project page. I would also highly recommend that you subscribe to this page so that you get notifications and any updates related to this project. A link to this PDF and the presentation of this project would be uploaded in the same web page. Again, your project team includes Parvati, I'm the project manager, and the inspectors Pedro. You can reach us at the numbers and the email ID shown. And your project team also includes the contractor Gratex and the engineering design consultant Kemley Horn. Thank you all for joining the meeting.
Alrighty, thank you, Parvati.
Thank you.